call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the banks of the Raritan in Piscataway, New Jersey, SHI Stadium, home to the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. As we'll see a team sitting in the top 5 of the conference standings, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5.
And that is not the way you want to start this game. If you're the kick return unit, you've got to make something positive happen. Guys missing blocks, not a great effort by the kick returner, and now this offense has to start in bad field position.
The Scarlet Knights are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the right. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Guys, let's talk just for a second about Rutgers. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Takes the handoff. It's Campbell. Follows a good block there. Picks up 3s out to the 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Campbell. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Weber. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught near the sticks. It's Campbell. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Scarlet Knights have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Drip, 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 the water droplets keep hitting the forehead, the paper cuts keep accumulating, and they keep moving the ball down the field, David.
Yeah, and there's a skill to that. I know it's not always the sexy route, it's not what everybody wants, but man, when you take what the defense gives you and you move the ball slowly down the field and your quarterback's making good decisions, your offense can put up great numbers, and now getting towards the red zone, trying to get some points.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. To the air on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. There he goes. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Just keeps slinging it. The sure hands, it's Campbell. There he goes. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the Scarlet Knights will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They want to throw it. He's going for the goal line. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. A great catch and run for 6.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the entire field and you put 6 up on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Saunders. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Runs through the tackle. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Leaves it with the back. He's in open space downfield. Turning it on. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Here's the give off the left side. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Just feeds the running back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. And we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on. But with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Power football with the run. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. On the run, it's Campbell. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, ball forward, and get a 1st down.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. We've come to the break, and Rutgers is holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Sheffield. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
They'll throw on 3rd and short. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
The Scarlet Knights looking to convert on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And those 4th and 3, 4th and 4 situations are really tough. Is it a passing situation? Is it a running situation? I really got to see my keys, go get it. Defense was just a step slow. They give up the 4th down run.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that drive covered just 44 yards and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Ivy. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Scanning the field, it's Aller. Unloads to the wideout. That's reeled in, it's Ross. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Tackled there by the defense. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Finds a man on the right. Gets away from one. He's got space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Penn State!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll give it to the back. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Campbell. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The throw to the outside is complete. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds.
That's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Scarlet Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Wants to throw it. He's going to throw deep right side. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Rutgers. And they take it in for 6 more points. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back to pass, it's Allard. Trying to get behind the defense. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And this defense comes up with a big play, and not just the break on the ball, the catch, nice hands in the INT, but taking it almost all the way back for a touchdown, and this offense licking their chops on the 1-yard line, ready to punch this in.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Ivy. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw, it's Allard. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. first down sack pushes it back. Now it's second down. From the gun, running back on the move. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Pena. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. And the Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Saunders. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Got a little space. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Wants to throw. It's Allard. This one's complete. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Trying to beat the D deep. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Unloads it downfield. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Scarlet Knights will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Saunders. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with second and short. They'll try to pop the draw. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
It'll be first and 10 from the 30. Got a man, it's Pena. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Now, Drew Aller feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Aller still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoff.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish, it wasn't the best, right? He made the big turnover. They had a chance to go to the national title game, but Penn State took some next steps, and he took some next steps. So if the talent in this offense, another year with Colton Ecke, the running backs back, like this offense could really take that next step.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Looking for space. It's Singleton. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They'll leave it with the lone back. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Gets it out quickly. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Or another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. This lead that they've been working with is dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. The short hand. It's Campbell. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. The quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Really nice timing on that out route there. Good anticipation by the QB, getting it out on time. And how about the receiver securing the catch, tapping the toes before he went out of bounds?
And the Scarlet Knights have their offense in high gear. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's the pressure. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And that's the problem when you're living in second and long situations. Sometimes the quarterbacks feel like they just got to go get it all back in one throw. That's what he was trying to do on that one. He forced it into traffic, and the defense made him pay, coming up with a huge interception.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the ground with the back. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Looking for room. It's Singleton. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Here's the handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Guys, it is Rutgers on top here at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So we open the final period with a third down play. To the air, it's Aller. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
They'll go to the ground. Breaks into just steamrolling the defense. Touchdown, Penn State! And the comeback is on.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. A run for the quarterback. He's in there for the two-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. So an 82-yard drive there. And he put an exclamation point on that drive with a 29-yard touchdown. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's out of bounds at the 25-yard line, gets it right back to the touchback position, and the offense will take over. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Campbell. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They'll try the run. Shakes off the defender.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The Scarlet Knights can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
They'll try the right side. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out. Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Looking downfield, it's Allen. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, that is a play that we're going to circle. If this team is able to fight their way back and win this game, that one was huge. Fourth down, picking up the first, getting some momentum and keeping this drive alive.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Running to the left. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air. It's Aller. Got his man on the right. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Loss on 1st down increased the degree of difficulty. 2nd and goal from the 8. Trying to bowl his way in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to barrel in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Trailing and getting deep in the game. They'll go for it here on 4th and goal. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They looked finished, but they weren't. Still fighting, and we're locked up.
That is how it's done. In the clutch, in the big time, your offense comes up with the big drive, puts points on the board. Now you tell your kicker, go knock this PAT through, take the lead. Nice execution by this offense.
And that extra point was good, and now they have the lead in the fourth. And that one ought to help us build the drama down the stretch. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. He'll start this drive going to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's done. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
And the Scarlet Knights come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Fires left. Got his man. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Got it in the middle, it's Campbell. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Weber. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw. He's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. Already in a great spot to kick a field goal. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown would be even better. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This Nittany Lion defense has just been suffocating. The front seven has been dominant. Guys like Jack Ham would be proud.
Yeah, just big, physical, just owning the guys up front. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. The Penn State D-line just...
Touchdown, Rutgers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
They took it right down to the wire. Final game of the season, but they are now bowl eligible, and they can cash in on those extra practices and bonding time.
It's really a great moment. Like, you work so hard, and listen, this team, the season